to my channel. Thanks so much for clicking the link. Today we're going to talk about your everyday carry. What you should carry on you at all times when you're going out by yourself, with your family, even to the store. Something just to toss on. Late at night, you need to have something on you to protect yourself. Okay, so let's get started. First off, let me say that you should view everything that you carry on you as a tool. I know a lot of people really get caught up in how much they spend on these firearms and knives, but the reality is you need to train with them, and if you're going to use something, it's going to wear. It's going to get markings on it, okay? So this is what I'm carrying today, and this is a 9mm shield from M&P. It's a really, really good pistol. It's clear, okay? So I just wanted to show you that. Look at how much wear and markings are on this pistol, and that's from putting it in and out of the holster, from drawing, from practicing, from taking it on, taking it off, putting it on. You know, it just gets beat up, you know, and I don't care. Personally, I don't care. I know a lot of people, they really do, and if you have like a really, really nice 1911, I get it. You know, but would you rather have something that's really expensive and you don't know how to use it proficiently, or have something that is really expensive but beat up a little bit but will actually help you? You know, will help you to save your life if you need it. All right. So going on with saving your life and practicing, you can see these dummy rounds right here. They're about $1 each online. There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be practicing every morning, just doing 20, 30 repetitions of drawing, getting on target, pulling that trigger, and then reloading with a spare magazine. You know, put another spare magazine, put the dummy round in there, and, you know, practice in reloading. Okay, and do that 10, 20 times a day, becomes muscle memory. Okay, these are $1 a round online, even cheaper. You know, for shotguns, for rifles, for pistols, there's no excuse not to have it. Okay, so getting past that, getting past looking at it, viewing it like a tool, what do you need? The foundation of what you need is a good belt. You need something that is going to be able to hold the weight of all of this stuff. Now, obviously, you're not going to carry the dummy rounds on you, but all of this stuff as far as the pistol and the magazines. Okay? So I got this, I think, from SOE. They're online. Really sturdy, doesn't flex, and it holds everything from the compacts and subcompacts all the way up to the full-size pistols. So after you have your belt, you need to put on a holster, and you need a good holster, guys. Don't cheap out and get something that's just not going to hold your weapon, your pistol close to your side, your firearm. Okay, so really this is a crossbreed holster, and you can see I chopped it to hell because when I draw, since my hands are so big, to be able to get in there, I just start to carve at it, and it works for me. I don't care how it looks. I just care about how it functions. Okay, so this works for me. Get a holster that works for you. All right, and also make sure to carry at least one spare magazine. You need one spare magazine. I know people like to say, well, if I don't hit them with the 5 rounds or the 9 rounds or whatever amount of rounds that you have in your magazine or in your revolver, then I'm in bad shape, or I deserve to get shot, or whatever silly things people say. No, that's not true. What you need to do is you need to have an extra magazine, because what happens if you have a jam or a failure? What happens if you have some kind of a problem and you can't tap and rack it, you can't get it clear, and you need to get another magazine in there, and you don't know what's going to happen in real life. You don't know if there's going to be more than one person coming, or how long you might be assaulted for, how long it's going to last. So why am I carrying an extra magazine? It doesn't make sense. Guys, this is tiny. It's tiny. Put in the extra magazine, put it on your side, and forget about it. Okay? So now you have your magazines. I also recommend carrying a knife on you, just for everyday activities, everyday chores, cutting open boxes. This is a ZT. It opens very quickly. I love this knife. It's the 0770 for the 390 metal. All kinds of fancy stuff, but in the end, I like the way it feels. it's kind of expensive. Go get yourself a nice Emerson blade or Kershaw. They all work. It doesn't matter. Have a knife on you because you might not need to use a firearm. Maybe having a knife would be enough of a deterrent. Maybe that's what the situation that you're going to be in would warrant, just using a knife and not a firearm. Okay? So also, it's not always going to be the daytime, so carry a light on you. You know, I don't have a light on my carry pistol. It just doesn't make sense for me with this pistol to try to set up a light on it. So what I do carry is I carry a little, what's this, a Streamline? Yeah, this is a Streamlight Stylus Pro. I think it was 30 bucks. You know, and it's bright. I mean, I'm sorry I blinded, but this is really bright. So at night, you can see what you're doing. You have situational awareness. You know, you have to see what you're going to potentially shoot at. Make sure it's not, you know, a friendly person or you're not making a mistake. You know, there's a lot of repercussions that come after you shoot. It's just not shooting and it's over. Okay, so make sure that you have a light, a knife, a pistol, and an extra magazine, and then the setup to hold it on. Okay, guys, so nice holsters, cut them up however you need them. Do whatever you need to make it work for you. It's not a one-size-fits-all for everybody, okay? You have to adjust it. What works for me may not work for you. And I want you guys to be safe out there. I want you guys to come home safe, the good guys in this world, the good girls in this world. Come home safe to your families and enjoy your life with your families. There are bad guys out there. It doesn't mean that they're stalking you. You don't have to be paranoid, but be prepared, you know? So as far as training goes, really quickly, I want to touch on that. I like to go to the range once in a while with these hollow points. They're 9mm Lugers. These, I think it's about $30 a box for 50 rounds. All right, or maybe it was 30 cents per round. It may have been less. I'm sorry, I can't really remember. But it's the jacketed hollow point, so shooting the regular ball rounds downrange are great, but also the hollow points and shooting them, and even if you're prepping and storing them, I found these to be pretty reasonably priced, and they're hollow points, you know, so it can't hurt there. So guys, I want you to know that I really want you guys to be safe out there and be aware of your situations and your surroundings and be prepared. Okay, I don't want you to be paranoid. Don't live your life being paranoid. Somebody's out to get me. But just be proactive. You know, you have a spare tire in your trunk in case you have a flat, and you hope you never have to use it. That goes the same thing for having, you know, a firearm or a knife or a light. You have it on you, you forget about it, and you hope you never have to use it. Okay, so guys, I want you to be safe. Have a great day. Remember, these are just tools. Don't get caught up in name brands and how much it costs and being afraid to scratch it. If it gets beat up, buy another one. I mean, this is not going to break on me if I scratch it up. You know, I can rack this thing a million times. It's not going to mess up, you know, just by doing that a couple times. Obviously, I'm exaggerating there, but the reality is that it's made to shoot. It's made to be used. Okay, so use them. I have so many friends who keep them in their safes and they never practice. You know, and what sense does that make? Okay, guys, so please get some dummy rounds. Obviously, keep all live rounds out of the room. Make sure you have no live rounds in the room, and check your chamber and everything. Keep all the dummy rounds, and then every morning, you know, put the magazine in, draw, get it online, and get used to pulling that trigger. That's why we have these dummy rounds. So if something happens, when you get out there, your muscle memory, if you need to, is to pull that trigger, and then to learn how to reload, rack, and pull that trigger again. Okay, with the live rounds, obviously in your house, you can't do that. But with these dummy rounds, which are fantastic, I got to tell you, I get the kinds with the casings on them because when they don't have the metal brass on them, they rip off the ends after a lot of wear and tear sometimes. So pay the extra, you know, I don't know, 20 cents and get the ones that actually have the brass crimped onto it. Okay. Some people say that you can put some hot glue back here and let it soften up, and then your firing pin can hit it. I haven't done it. I've had no problems. But again, guys, everyday carry, a pistol, a knife, a light, and an extra magazine. Okay? Invest in a nice belt and a nice holster, and that's it. Forget it. You know, buy once, cry once. That's it. You're done. You're safe. And then you can just go have fun for the rest of the day. All right, guys. So from my family to yours, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm going to make a couple more videos in the next couple of days, so please subscribe, so you can get the notifications when I do make these videos. Like and share my videos if you find them informative or you just enjoy them. And guys, enjoy what you do what you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video.